Well, it's another day, another dollar. I've been up early. I had to strip the bike down. I left it with all the bodywork on because it's the safest place to keep it on the actual bike. So I've been in, removed the tailpiece, stripped it down, removed all the seat base and the mounting bits. The fairing was off, took the indicators off that. Got the side panels minus the rubbers. That's all stored neatly. And I took the tank off and removed the fuel cap because Arnie doesn't need that. So yeah, look, we're on the way to Arnie's. And it's always lovely to see him. He's such a lovely guy. Stops me being Billy No Mates in the workshop as well. So look, I always like coming up here. It's a long way to go, but it's worth it because Arnie's paint is fantastic. So yeah, I'm well on the way there. And when we get there, we'll film all that and we'll go and say hi to him. And hopefully he'll make me a cup of tea. So I'm parched. So yeah, roll on Rotherham. Right, here we go. Arnie? All right, mate, how you doing? We're here with the camera. How you doing, mate? You eating? Sorry to ruin. Oh, you've just finished. Perfect timing. Good, good.
Fastest Indian flying away last time we did it.
Right, excellent. Now, look, mate, I've got the bodywork, the one for you to paint.
Yep.
I've also got a load of bodywork from Danny for a katana.
Yep.
So I'm doing him a favour because he does me favours.
Oh, yeah.
So here we go. So if we get all the stuff in, and then we'll run through what I need. Nothing, no surprise to you, but we'll just confirm we're on the same wicket, mate.
Yep.
All right then. Cheers, mate.
No problem.
Right, here we are. Look, I'm in the inner sanctum. This is Arnie's finishing room, I'm going to call it. I don't know what you call it, mate, but finishing room, because the finished paintwork ends up in here. But I'm going to brief Arnie here about what I know. It's nothing new to you, mate. It won't be a surprise, but we always have to make sure because this is a bespoke and it is slightly different. So you won't need a notepad or anything for thousands of changes. It's minutiae, but obviously we always go through it anyway. So look, first thing, I've got my tea. He's a good man. I'm now happy. Yorkshire tea. We are in Yorkshire. Always a winner. Right, I'll get the bodywork. You stay there. I'll pass it to you. Hopefully we won't drop it, mate. Right, here we go. Tailpiece. You don't need to number this because we're only doing the one. When we're doing three, we number them, don't we? But this one, we don't have to get too fussed. There we go. Nice tank. That's all coming off. Don't worry about the data tag sticker, mate. That can go in. That can go in the bin. Here we go. Side panels. Now look, this confused me a bit with it. Have you seen them like that? No.
No. It's anodised.
Yeah, and we paint a black edge in.
Yep.
Obviously, it's the same colour as the rest of the bikes. Keep his RS badges. I'm taking the decision not to put them on.
Yep.
If he kicks off, I'll give them back and he can have them back. But Neil's a lovely guy. I don't think I wouldn't want an Audi badge on mine. But so try not to wreck them. Get them off in one piece, and we'll give them back to him.
Yeah.
Okay, because they're probably quite expensive. knowing Audi. What else am I after? Oh, here we go. And I've got here's the nose cone. So that's all the component parts of it. You know them all well, mate. How many? We've done over 40 of these now, with about 3 bespokes. This is a bespoke, and so oh look. Here we go, look at this. I love this. I come up here, the last time I saw that, it was all satin black. And now I look at it in that candy red, candy blue, and the pearl white, the painted badges. I mean, you do a fantastic job, mate. It is stunning. And you saw one at the show at the weekends for the first time in entirety with it bolted together. You only ever see the bits like this. So that was a nice surprise for you. Now also I noticed, this chap, he bought, that's a 5.4 fairing for, not this model, you can see they're slightly different. This is the 18 to 20 model. He bought a carbon fibre fairing and then he asked me who paints them. I gave him your number, and then it's amazing how it goes round in a big circle, because then he said to you, I want it to match my original paintwork because he hasn't got 5.4 paint. He's just bought a fairing, which anyone can do now off the 5.4 website. And you didn't have the colour of the silver. The bike had the code for the red, am I right in saying?
Yep, that's correct.
And I bought you a tank that I own off an 18 model that had the silver on because you needed to colour match it. So it's nice for me to see that. The last time I saw that, it was in a box going Royal Mail to him. So it's really nice. It looks lovely, doesn't it? That's going to look lovely. So anyone buying that fairing, that kind of gives you a hint. It'll have a 5.4 badge, no number obviously because it's a kit, but it'll have the 5.4 badge. I mean, look how lovely that's going to look.
There's still black to go on inside of it because he wanted black on internal, satin black. So
well, that's fair enough.
To do, but yeah,
that's a good shout. I approve of that. So look, there's mine that we'll be carefully boxing in a minute. I'll wing my way home with that. I'll start putting that on tomorrow.
Yeah.
And those, Arnie, are the colours for this one. He wants candy.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a while since I've done it. I only know that we've done one other candy one, and it happened to be number 54. And all the others for Honda, because that was one of the numbered limited edition, they were all enamel red. Yeah. But he said to me, he said, Skid, it's number 54, and he had Lucky Last painted on it, remember? Right, yeah, he had Lucky Last. I delivered the bike down to Bournemouth, so I didn't meet him, he was abroad, his son was there. I took the bike down, so that's the only other candy 1100 we've done.
Yeah. He had stripe up front as well.
Yeah, this guy wants the stripe.
He wants to
this is the same paint job as that, black number board, which they all have, and the candy colours. He wants a stripe on the fairing, and also he wants a signature of mine at a jaunty angle on the tailpiece, like we always do. Mate, it's amazing, this signature thing of mine. I feel really flattered because all of those we've done, and we've done 10 of those now, they've all wanted the signature because they've got a tick box. They can go, no, I don't want his signature.
Nice finishing touch.
Well, I wouldn't blame them if they didn't. But I'm honoured because they've all wanted it, and he asked for it on this because he's seen that. So he said, oh, can I? So I said, yeah, no problem. The other thing, you'll notice, no front mudguard here. We did my candy orange one with the stripes, and he wants the black front mudguard because, like me, the reason that bike is a black front mudguard, I posted a picture a couple of weeks ago, you may have seen it on Facebook, of Kenny Roberts on his TZ yellow and black Yamaha on the banking at Daytona. I think he's tucked in. It's like poetry. It's the most beautiful photo. That's why I posted it. Yeah. It's probably my favourite bike picture of all time because it's just, you know, it's just flat out on the limit. And I put, my post was, if this doesn't move you, give up biking, which is how I kind of feel. True. But that bike had a black front mudguard, and that is why these have a black front mudguard. I know it's a Yamaha and it was Kenny Roberts, but it's same era, and we always used to have black front mudguards. So he's sticking with that black front mudguard. So I'm happy about that. I think this bike, how he's having it, is going to be gorgeous. He's also having the laser etched exhaust, not the stickers. Yeah, very good. Stripe, signature, yeah, that's it. So I can't wait to see this, mate. I'm really, really looking forward to it. You don't need to number anything because we're not doing more than one. I've got to get the seat in next to Jez, but are you happy? You know what you're doing with it?
All good, no problem.
It's just your usual, mate, do it like you normally do. It'll be happy days. So there we go. Mate, I'm going to drink my tea, but I'm going to shake your hand and I'm going to head back home. Actually, I'm not going to drink that one. And as normal, you can make one for my thermos cup on the way back home. Yeah, every time it is. So, mate, this is looking gorgeous, by the way. We'll get that down and boxed up very carefully in a minute. So, fantastic, mate. Right, let's go and drink a tea. We'll load that in a minute. This is an exciting day for me. Harry, my son, the cameraman, and I are off to Arnie's. The weather's foul, but that's not dampening my spirits because I am off to Arnie's. Love seeing him anyway. He's a mate, and we'll have a cup of tea and a chinwag. But we're off there to collect the candy bodywork. Happy days. Right, we've arrived. Let's go and see the paintwork. Arnie? Hello, mate. How you doing?
All good. How are you?
Yeah, good.
Good to see you.
Yeah, and you?
Yeah.
Honda CBX10, I see.
Been a bit battered.
Yeah.
Had a hard life.
Is it red? Is it going to be red?
No, black.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, first time I've done a black one.
Yeah, they're American, aren't they?
Yeah,
black
American
ones.
specs, black ones. Well, they've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 altogether in here to be done. 2 silver, 2 red and 1 black.
You've got the UK's monopoly on the CBX.
I think I have. It's
right, now come on, mate. Let's cut to the chase.
Yeah.
Let me see the paintwork. Can I tell you, I'm so excited because we've done one 1100 before in Candy.
Yep.
It's just that when you're building them and you do all the work, all the prep work, all the exhaust, footrests, wiring, yada yada, you do all that, and that bike now, I was working on it till late last night, it is now ready for the bodywork. I've got to get the seat from Jez, so I haven't got the seat. I'm hopefully getting that tomorrow. And it's like just a really exciting thing. You're about, I feel like, and you'll laugh here, I feel like I'm about to give birth to the bike. So I do love this bit because all that work suddenly, it's the paintwork that absolutely
finishes it all off.
Yeah. So
there you go, I'll let you open the door.
Yeah. Now look, I noticed we talked about this last time. He's actually gone out. We talked about the finishing room, and I see you put a sticker on me.
Just for you.
So, mate, am I opening it or are you?
Yeah, go for it.
I am genuinely. I'm genuinely. I know I've done one before, but I just know I haven't seen a Candy one. It's a long time since I delivered it.
It does look well. It does look well. It's a beautiful.
Check that out, Harry. Look at that. It is gobsmackingly lovely. It looks an inch deep, that paint, doesn't it?
High definition lacquer.
Yeah. It's just lovely. The quality of it, Arnie, is... I'm always scared to touch it. When I build these, I take all my jewellery off. Yeah. Watches, so... And my boiler suit thing I wear normally when it's cold.
Yeah.
I button the cuffs up.
Best way to do
because
it.
we've all done it, haven't we?
Oh,
we've all gone to bolt a thing back on a bike, and it looks like that, and you feel such an idiot when you mark it. I brought stuff back to you, haven't I? Where I've marked it. I scratched it. The very first one I built, the prototype for Honda.
Yeah.
What it was, the bolt didn't quite go through the hole. It did when I did it dry, and then when the paint was on, and I thought, I'll just file it, and I had a little round file. It was only a 6mm hole, and I knew when I was going to file it that it's so easy to pull it out too far and miss it. And I knew I had to be gentle and just do it a tiny bit, but it did. It came out of the hole, but a big. I thought Arnie's going to think I'm an idiot, but it does happen. It does happen. But you being you sorted it out.
Yeah.
Mate, it is gorgeous. It's got the signature on.
Yep.
I'm very humbled still that people ask for
Yeah, it's a
them.
nice touch. It's a nice touch.
With the badge in there. I can't remember what number he's having. I've got to sort that out with him. But look, so it's candy paint, which is not the standard, and it's got a stripe on the fairing. So, and the side panels look great with the black and the red as well. With that.
Yeah, I've saved you them little badges as well. That was on
Oh,
before.
the RS badges.
Yeah, because I don't know if you wanted them.
Mate,
back
they're
on
off a
there,
car
so,
now. If I'm refusing to put them on.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely refusing.
Yeah.
I'll give them back to him, and if he
I've
wants to
cleaned them all.
deface your paintwork with that, well, it's his bike. He can do what the hell he wants. It's not my bike.
Yeah.
But there's no way. I think he'll look at this and go, you know what? No, it doesn't. I mean, look at that. This is painted. Have a look at that, Harry. This tank badge is painted. Just check out the quality of it. So there we go. Happy days. This is the seat base that bolts to the tailpiece, and this is going to be covered in Alcantara and leather, red stitching with a diamond pattern and a double seam across the back with the plain leather bit. So yeah, final piece. When this comes back, it'll be gorgeous. We've already test fitted it, so fingers crossed when it's all covered it'll still go back together. I've not had a problem in the past, so yeah, off to Jez. At long last, I've got a bit of time to sit and chill out. I've done all the running around. I've been to Rotherham with the paintwork. I've been down to Oxfordshire with the seat base to get that covered. And now it's a bit of a waiting game. I've just got to wait for those parts to come back. Join me in the next episode where I will complete the build, and I love this part because all that hard work comes together relatively quickly, and I'll be able to see the finished bike in all its glory, and I love it because it's like I've given birth to a new bike. So join me in the next episode for that.